The Supreme Court outlawed school segregation in 1954. But more than 60 years later, some black residents in Birmingham, Alabama, are still fighting for integration. Black students could lose access to a $55 million high school if the white city of Gardendale secedes from its school district.
I don't want races of children to be excluded. We just want them to be able to go to school, live a normal life, and not have to be involved in worrying about, am I going to have to go to another school because this area wants to be whiter?
We don't want to make it a black or white issue, but it is.
I'm Tiana Wright, and I attend Bragg Middle School. My dream is to go to Gardendale High School like my father did. A lot of me and my peers, we really want to go to Gardendale.
Jefferson County School District is located in northern Birmingham. The predominantly white city of Gardendale voted to secede in 2013. Seceding allows the city to break off from the larger school district, which includes more diverse neighborhoods. And the students from those diverse neighborhoods would be rezoned to other schools. Some black families challenged the secession in court. They argued that the county would ultimately become resegregated.
Sometimes I'm like, well, what if I do have to go to and make new friends and just start all over? And you do want to graduate with your friends.
The city of Gardendale wants the schools to be whiter. It would deprive our children in this neighborhood and other neighborhoods from having diversity.
Some Gardendale parents and educators argue the split isn't about race. They say they just want local control over schools.
The state of Alabama has a pretty long-standing law that states that cities and municipalities over 5,000 people have an obligation to their citizens to operate city school systems. So Gardendale is exercising its right under state law to be able to operate a city school system. Gardendale's separation does not change in any substantive way the racial composition of any high school in Jefferson County. It's a very, very minimal impact across the board.
Opponents say the secession would make Gardendale schools nearly 100% white. 30 states actually have laws allowing these secessions, but only 6 require a review of their racial and socioeconomic impacts. Since 2003, 9 Alabama cities have seceded with varying impacts on demographics.
I've been in this case directly or indirectly for 52 years. Segregation perpetuates a feeling of superiority of white students and inferiority of black students. Integration exposes the black students to a better education, and it exposes the white students to the fact that they are going to live in a very diverse world.
The new $55 million Gardendale High School is at the center of the legal battle. The school has an impressive career tech program and state-of-the-art facilities. Students also have access to a medical training room, media center, and design lab.
We're in Gardendale High School. The value of vocational training is huge because a lot of times every child is not going to have the opportunity to just necessarily do college or go straight into a 4-year or even a 2-year university. The thing of it is the more training you can give with career tech and provide to the students throughout Jefferson County, it's going to be a plus, and they can leave right out into high school being a productive citizen. This is where they consider themselves home. And some of those students won't be allowed to go to school, and that is a tremendous disservice to those students, because this is where they want to be. They want to be in this school. It's not like they don't want to be here. They want to be here.
If Gardendale secedes, a lot of black students would be rezoned to Fulton-High High School. Fulton-High is overcrowded and lacks the modern facilities and career programs that Gardendale has.
We're at Fulton-High High School in Jefferson County School District. And this is one of our classrooms that are here at Fulton-High High School. Just no central heating air. They're all window units. This is basic standard of what most of the classrooms here at Fulton-High High School look like for the past 50 years. I'm fighting for equality for all the students in Jefferson County. That's our passion, is to educate children and give them the very best. And as you can see, there are some discrepancies in there, and that's what we're trying to do, is right some of the wrongs that have been done years prior.
A federal appeals court decided to stop the secession in February. The judges said the secession would in fact have a discriminatory effect and impede Jefferson County's desegregation efforts.
Everybody's children wants the best education they can have. And instead of trying to separate and have your own system, I would say to them, work with the county to make it better for all children, and your children will also benefit from that. That's what we want.